We can plan careers as much as we like, but sometimes destiny decides otherwise, and we discover something about ourselves that we probably didn't know.
Sasha Naidoo only wanted to do her exhausted mother a good turn when she offered to decorate a 3-tier wedding cake that had been ordered by a customer.
She realized that she had a knack for the business, and she's never looked back.
Born in Phoenix, Sasha Naidoo has been blessed with an inspiring grandmother and a hard-working mother. She has also met a loving and supportive man who's become a husband and business planner, and he's found a very special wife who's a master baker and decorator.
Wedding cake expert Sasha Naidoo has invited me into her kitchen. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
What are we cooking today?
We're making hummingbird cake. It's fruit, it's healthy, and it's cake.
What all do we have here?
We've got canned pineapples, baking powder, cinnamon for some spice, bicarb, a banana, dates, walnuts, and desiccated coconut, eggs, flour, caster sugar, and sunflower oil.
Sasha, where are we starting off first?
We're starting with our egg and oil, and that's going in. Now we're getting the oil and we're switching it on.
How much oil are you adding?
1 liter.
What else will we be adding?
Now we're adding in the sugar. It is 6 cups of caster sugar.
6 cups of caster sugar.
And now we're adding in 8 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. Now we're doing our flour. And our baking powder. Bicarb. Looks good.
Is it time to add the desiccated coconut?
Yes, now we've got our coconut, pineapple, banana, walnuts, and chopped dates going in. The healthy bit. And this looks perfect. You grab the spoon, I'll hold the bowl.
Baking my first cake. I can add a little more to this.
Yeah.
You really have to get in there. This is...
Yes, baking is physical activity. That looks good.
Whew, that's exhausting.
And we're ready for the oven.
The hummingbird cake has cooked for 45 minutes. You've allowed it to cool.
Yes, and I've also cut the tops off and make sure that they're nice and leveled because nobody wants to decorate a wonky cake.
You've also pre-prepared some cream.
Buttercream, yes.
This one over here is the vanilla and this is the orange.
Yes.
What ingredients were included in this?
We've got 500 grams of butter, about 1 kg of sifted icing sugar, and a teaspoon of vanilla essence. And then the orange buttercream is the same, just with 2 teaspoons of orange essence added in. This is just like building, by the way. We need a proper foundation and some cement and our bricks.
I'm loving that analogy. Sasha, how do you ordinarily celebrate your mom?
I never do. We're all so busy with our own schedules and our own work. So this, I think, is the opportune time to take advantage and celebrate my mom.
Sasha, you make it look so easy.
It comes with a lot of practice and a lot of broken cake. So now, it's your turn.
All right, so I'm just...
Gently.
lifting.
Hands in the middle.
Hands in the middle, okay.
And we're going to centralize it over the top.
Okay.
Yay, you got it right. Now, Michelle, it's time for the fun part. We get ready to use our turntable.
Turntable?
Something goes on here and give it a little spin.
Oh, there we go. That's where the spinning. That was a close call. I thought I had to play some music or something.
So this needs to be almost smashed onto the side of the cake. And then we start spreading it out evenly.
There we go.
We're good to clean up the sides.
Now, initially, this wasn't part of the plan.
Oh, no.
You studied something else at varsity.
Yes, I spent a year doing a social science degree. And then I couldn't take another moment of essay writing. And then I quit. And I went to fashion design school. Still, my mom was doing wedding cakes as a hobby. And she took on an order and didn't have the time to complete it because she was busy with her own work. And I said to her, no, let me do this for you. And when she woke up at 5 in the morning to go get ready to deliver the cake, it was better than what she would have done. And she openly admitted to it.
I was hoping she was going to say this is the bit where we cut it, but there's one more stage.
Oh, yes.
It is fondant time. Let's move that there.
So our fondant is pre-made, and we've got nice soft white. And this is ready to be rolled.
It seems quite firm and solid.
Yeah.
Is this another part of the...
You have to knead it to make it pliable.
And every baker's best friend?
Is a rolling pin.
Why are you gently pricking the fondant?
It's to get rid of the tiny little air bubbles that you see just underneath the surface. So you just take the pin and you just poke a little bit to get the bubbles out.
Sasha, I've noticed you've got a
Spray bottle.
spray bottle.
It's filled with water, and that's our glue to stick the fondant onto a cake.
Secret tips from a top baker. I hope you're taking notes.
And we're just spritzing it nice and lightly. So we're ready to lift this up gently. Place it over. Make sure you've got a little over the edge. Smoothers, a pair of them. And we're ready to trim off the excess fondant. We can put this aside and start on the one that I've already started for us to decorate.
Fantastic. You handmade each one of these pink popcorn flowers yourself meticulously. How long did it take you?
About 3 hours in total. We start off with a basic cutout and a ball tool and a sponge pad. And all we need to do is thin the edges out a little bit and scrunch it up. Pinch off the end.
Scrunchy, scrunchy.
Yeah.
Little water in the center.
And leave it to dry. All we need is some royal icing that's made with egg white and icing sugar. And it makes a really good glue just to add a little bit of bling and highlight.
On the edges.
Just let's get moving and done with this cake, and we can move on to the cupcakes.
That sounds good. Let's do it.
Okay, so now we're on to the almond cupcakes, which we need 140 grams of butter at room temperature, a cup of caster sugar, 2 large eggs, a teaspoon of almond essence, a 1/4 cup of milk, 1 cup of flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, and 2.5 tablespoons of ground almonds. So we need some butter. So when you're baking, all your ingredients need to be at room temperature. Get some eggs in here.
I can grab the milk.
Sure, and I'm going to add in the teaspoon of almond essence. In here. And then we add in our flour and our baking powder and our ground almonds.
Where do you hope to take your business?
I'd like to own a little bakery with a little teaching studio on the side and still making the odd wedding cake. Just a spoonful in each little case. And we're going to bake these for 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
180 degrees.
The cupcakes go into the oven for approximately 20 minutes and then we'll have some hot, piping cupcakes ready to decorate.
Which we need to leave to cool down before we start decorating them with buttercream. And we have some made already. And these are what they're going to look like. First, we need to start off with a center cone, as with any rose. Just keep layering the petals as you would imagine a real rose.
Thank you so much, Sasha. I'm loving the whole Marie Antoinette coming together because I see where you bring in the yeast. I've got some samosas over here.
And we've got some curried egg sandwiches. We've got macaroons, meringues, scones, choc mint cake pops, centerpiece cake which has hummingbird cake on the inside, a raspberry and vanilla swirl buttercream cake, friands and cupcakes.
What advice do you have for all those that would like to be more creative?
Follow your passion and follow your gut feeling. You'll never go wrong if you follow your instinct. And find joy in whatever it is that you do.
Speaking of joy, here's the lady of the moment.
My mom!
Despite his kitchen clumsiness, the ladies graciously allowed Michelle to play mother.
Every day should be Mother's Day, but today in particular, it's your chance to celebrate your mother. Sasha's definitely given me lots of tips on how to celebrate my own. Happy Mother's Day to all of you out there.